Welcome to Asian English News Bulletin. This is Syed Mahir Zaman Mukhar with our top stories of the day. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina today said her government would build Dhaka as a smart city as she opened the Kalshi flyover and a 6-lane road from ECB Square to Kalshi to the traffic at Mirpur. She said while addressing a public rally at Kalshi Balur Math after opening the flyover and the road unveiling a plaque. The Prime Minister said her government has taken plan keeping people's welfare in mind. The main problem of Dhaka city is not to have better connectivity between its east and west, the Premier said, adding her government has attached priority to the development of communication system in this part of the capital. She said this 2.34 km Kalshi flyover and 3.70 km widened and developed 6-lane road from the ECB Square would ease the communication in Mirpur, DHS, Pallavi, Kalshi, Mahakali, Manikdi, Matikata, Pashantik, Banani, Uttara and the airport. Law Minister Anisul Haq today said there is no bar for BNP chairperson Khaleda Zia to engage in politics, but she cannot contest the elections under the constitution as she is convicted and sentenced to imprisonment in 2 cases. The Law Minister made the remark while talking to the reporters after attending as chief guest an orientation program organized for newly appointed assistant judges by Judicial Administration Training Institute in Dhaka. The minister said as per Article 66 of the Constitution, if any person is convicted and sentenced to imprisonment for 2 years or more than 2 years for any moral turpitude, he or she cannot participate in any election within 5 years after serving the jail sentence. Khaleda Zia has been convicted and sentenced to 10 years imprisonment in the Zia Orphanage Trust corruption case and 7 years imprisonment in Zia Charitable Trust corruption case, he added. BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir alleged that there is a terrible conspiracy to establish a one-party rule in the country. He said this while joining a joint meeting at the party's central office in Napleton in the afternoon. He also said that the current government has failed to achieve the goal of building a democratic state. People's democratic rights and freedom of thought have been away, he added. BNP Secretary General also said that the government has started a scandalous chapter by stopping the display of books in various stalls in Bangla Academy. Therefore, BNP will continue the movement to ensure the freedom of the people by establishing democracy in the country. Meanwhile, the party announced a 2-day program to observe the Shahid Day and International Mother Language Day with due respect on February 21st. Now going to the internationals, 12 days after a devastating earthquake hit Turkey and Syria, more than 46,000 people have died and more than 84,000 buildings have either been severely damaged, need urgent demolition or collapsed, according to officials. The death toll in Turkey stands at 40,642 from the quake, while neighboring Syria has reported more than 5,800 deaths. Neither Turkey nor Syria has said how many people are still missing following the quake. After families still waiting to retrieve relatives in Turkey, there is growing anger about what they see as corrupt building practices and deeply flawed urban development that resulted in thousands of homes and businesses disintegrating. Meanwhile, Turkey has promised to investigate anyone suspected of responsibility for the collapse of buildings and has ordered the detention of more than 100 suspects, including developers. More on internationals, the US Secretary of State Antony Blinken has warned China against providing lethal support for Russia's invasion of Ukraine and condemned the violation of United States airspace by an alleged Chinese spying balloon as he held talks with Beijing's top diplomat Wang Yi. The meeting of the 2 senior officials happened late on Saturday on the sidelines of a global security conference in Munich, Germany. Relations between the 2 countries have been fraught since Washington and China flew a spy balloon over the country before US fighter jets shot it down on President Joe Biden's orders. The dispute also came at a time when the West is closely watching Beijing's response to the Ukraine war. This is it for now, and stay tuned with Asian English News Bulletin and visit www.asiantvonline.com. Take care.